What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I feel like I posted a little bit too many videos and I was going to post two separate videos on these projects, but I figured I'm not going to do that. I'm going to post them together, but I decided to buy more of Shiba Inu and I decided to buy more of ApeCoin. Now, I talked about this to a bunch of people, in the Discord group. I talked about this to people in the live stream. I talked about this to a bunch of different people, is that I was going to buy these positions, especially one thing that I posted on Twitter talking about, whether I was going to buy Shiba Inu today or not. And it was actually a, um, a tweet that got a little bit of traction, more traction than what some of my other tweets get. So it's pretty interesting that that tweet, which was so simple, got a lot of traction. So I was like, I guess I'm obligated to buy more Shiba Inu. So before we get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button for more videos like this one, and make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel, as well as if you guys want to check out the Patreon in the description where you can get the Discord group and you can get all my spreadsheets as well, because I create a lot of spreadsheets. As well as if you guys want to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, you can follow me here, and I, send out tweets all the time related to Shiba Inu, CRO, ApeCoin as well, which I really want to get into talking about more, just because I am invested into it now. Now I can talk about it a little bit more and feel good about talking about it. Now, whether it's going to be a positive or a negative video, understand I talk both sides of things, so it's not something where I'm like, oh, I'm in this, it's the most bullish thing in the world. No, if I'm in it and I think it's not great, I will tell you what's not great about it and what my plan is to make a move out or to profit out of the deal. So, anyways, like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, follow me on Twitter at Perry8K here. But I did send out a tweet earlier today talking about, if I should buy, more Shiba Inu, and basically said, should I buy more SHIB today? And it got 745 likes, which is a lot of likes for something so simple. Very, very simple, straight to the point. And I was really just trying to get an understanding if people were like, hey, should you buy Shiba Inu? Which most people will say yes. Even if it's at a high point, people will be like, yeah, go ahead and buy Shiba Inu. It's something that will take off way higher than this. Or if it's at a low point, people will be like, yeah, go ahead, buy it. So really, it's a win-win in either scenario. People will be like, buy it, buy it, buy it. But I didn't expect it to get this much traction. So I thought I was pretty much obligated to make that move, which I did end up buying more Shiba Inu and more ApeCoin, and I said that I would do that as well. I talked about that in my live stream, basically saying, hey, I bought 25 coins or Ape coins. Ape tokens, technically. It's ApeCoin tokens because it's not a coin, it's a token. But I bought more. I bought 25 that was there. And then I basically said, you know what? If it hits a certain price point, if it goes below 13 and gets to somewhere around 12, lowish 12, I will end up buying into it. And that's kind of what it did today. It got to around 1243. I bought in at around 1249. I believe it was 1249 or 1250, and bought 25 more. Now, I didn't buy the whole boat. I said I wanted to hold $1,000 worth. And right now I'm holding about $600 worth. So if I wanted to only hold $1,000, I needed to go below $10. So the only way that I will buy more than what I'm holding now is if it does go below $10. So let's go ahead and check out ApeCoin and Shiba Inu. So ApeCoin is currently at $12.65. So since I bought in, it did go up, but overall you're seeing it down from the last like 24-hour cutoff period. It is at $3.5 billion market cap. The volume has gone down significantly, another 50% volume drop for this position, which is kind of insane. I expected, there to be a drop because seeing 9 billion in volume on the first day and then cutting that in half, it was like 10 billion in volume, cutting that in half to 5 billion, and then cutting that in half to 2.5 billion, then kind of cutting that in half to about 1 billion is definitely understandable. Like I expected to see some sort of a drop, and a lot of people are bullish behind this, saying that ApeCoin is going to go to $100 or $200. Now, there's a possible chance that it could get there. But there's also on the other side a possible chance that it could fall apart. Now, I don't think it's going to fall apart in the short term. If it will fall apart or collapse in a bit, it will be something that happens over the long term when all of the coins are released and people are allowed to sell those coins that they weren't or they aren't able to sell right now. So that's really kind of what you need to worry about is the long term rather than the short term. And that's what I'm looking at as a short term push versus a long term, pull out, right? So ApeCoin definitely looks a little bit more bullish to me, but you do see the areas inside the coin that would worry me basically. We do have Shiba Inu here. Shiba Inu is currently at 24.64. Now it's still up quite a bit from where it was in the beginning of the week, seeing it around 22, 23, going up to 25. It's been resisting at about 25 for quite some time, a number of days now. I do have a full technical analysis that I broke this down yesterday on the Let It Burn channel. Subtle plug to that. If you want to go check that out, type in Let It Burn on YouTube, and you'll be able to get that channel. We burn off a ton of Shiba Inu on that channel. So if you guys want to be a part of that, then definitely go over there and be a part of that. We currently have a 24-hour live stream going on. But we're around $13.5 billion market cap, circulating supply. All of that really stays the same. It's not really changing too much unless we burn off trillions. The volume is down 36%. We are seeing cryptocurrency really start to take a little bit of a dive. And I hope this weekend doesn't really show to be the same weekends that we've seen in the past, to where everything takes a dive, everything falls, everything is just all out of sorts here. I don't want it to be out of sorts. So let me show you what I do have now. I bought it over on Coinbase because I did have an extra $700-ish. So I bought about another $300 worth of ApeCoin. I currently hold 51 coins at probably a cost basis somewhere around $13, I would say, because it's like an even split in between. It's probably more towards the lower side than the higher side. So somewhere around 13.10 or so. And I'm okay with that. I expect it to go a little bit higher than that and get to some of these higher levels that will just bust past these ceilings that it has had in the past, getting up to about 17. And it's really resisted somewhere around that 14 level. So I know that that's going to be a difficult ceiling to get past. But once you see more hype around it, which ApeCoin has a ton of hype around it, you would see it run. So I decided to get 50. I was going to get 100. It didn't end up coming down to the level of $10, which you might see this weekend. And if we do, then know that I might buy 50 more. This weekend, if we see it go below $10 down to about $8, that'll give me the opportunity to get in and still only hold $1,000 worth, but buy 100, if that makes sense. Also, you see Shiba Inu here. I currently have 15 million coins. I bought another, I think it was 13 point something million. I already had a million in there, but now I'm holding 15 million over here. So this means that I'm going to have an option to where I can now like sell these coins when I want to. So when it gets to the point to where I get to my first selling point, I could sell these coins. So I don't think I'm going to stake these coins. I think I'm just going to use this as an opportunity to sell those coins when it does come about, because everything that's in the crypto.com platform is going to be used. And then what I'm going to do is every time I get closer and closer to some sort of a selling point, I'm going to basically take a portion out, because if I stake it, I'm staking it for 3 months. That means I can't touch it. And if anything happens within those 3 months, let's say we suddenly burn off 30 trillion coins, well, things start to get a little bit interesting. So that's where I have this 15 million set aside so that I can gain my APY and still have the ability to sell some Shiba Inu if it does get to a certain point, a certain high point that I believe it can get to. So this is what I did. I ended up buying ApeCoin, ended up buying Shiba Inu because I felt bullish on them. They were coming back to lower levels. I bought Shiba Inu somewhere around the 2400 level, and I bought ApeCoin a little under the 1250 level. So I'm happy with those decisions. I know they're not the absolute best decisions because we are seeing more of a high point, but if they are longer term / longer term short term, if that makes sense, then it doesn't matter if I'm buying in at these points, because these points really won't matter in the long game, basically. So ApeCoin going out 6 months and seeing that at a level of maybe 25, 30, 50, 100, $200, whatever it can actually get to with the popularity. Shiba Inu long term, this price is not even going to even matter at all. Like, I'm not even going to care about this price, and it's never going to get back to that price once it does break up to some of these levels and we burn off a ton of coins. So anyways, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate all of you here watching today. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out. If you guys want free $25, sign up for crypto.com. They have a ton of benefits when you sign up and get the Ruby card. You basically can get, when you stake that CRO, you can get 10% on that CRO, 10% APY on something that you stake is absolutely phenomenal. And then also getting 2% rewards on that card for everything, as well as having all of the other staking rewards within the platform. So definitely go ahead and check that out. And we both get a free $25. So it's definitely amazing. It's well worth it. I stake $4,000 in CRO over on crypto.com, and it's just worth it in my opinion. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya.